Hi, everyone. I'm glad you're here watching and tuning in with me. I enjoy keeping your company. So, thank you for listening. And so, today's podcast, I had originally planned to do the monthly oracle card reading with it, but I decided that would be too long, that I would rather separate them. So, the oracle card reading will be scheduled for this evening at 7 p.m. or whenever you catch the replay at 7 p.m. Central Time. And so today will just be the moon energies of the week, which are a great full moon energy. So let me read a little bit more about it here, tell you more about it, and I'll read what I posted in the description that I get from moonreading.com. This week, a tranquil full moon in Taurus rises November 5th, bringing a soothing but potent reminder of the bond between your emotions and your body. Recently, stress or worry may have begun to wear on you. Perhaps you feel it as fatigue or a tightness somewhere in your body, or simply a feeling of being stretched too thin. You've been giving more than you've received, and now your body's calling for rest and gentle renewal. Taurus, the sign of grounded calm, reconnects you to the five senses: touch, taste, scent, sound, and sight. Feel the texture of comfort, the scent of the earth, the warmth of nourishment. This full moon will help you dissolve tension and restore balance. So I feel like I need that, and I'm guessing maybe all of you do as we start heading into the holiday season and all the things going on in the world and in the United States around us, and probably in your own families or things that you might feel tension from. And I'm going to also read from other sources here. The super full moon, I thought this was interesting. The super full moon is at 13 degrees in Taurus, and it directly opposes or is across from the sun, which is 13 degrees Scorpio. So we have a very prominent numerology here for 13 this week. And yes, interesting. A thought had just come to my mind, and I was going to grab a book here real quick. Sorry about that, but I wanted to read. I have a little book on angel numbers, and I want to read about the number 13 and how the angels, what message they might have for us with this 13 degrees of the full moon versus the sun, or opposing the sun. The ascended masters, such as Jesus, Kuan Yin, and so on, are with you, helping you maintain a positive outlook. The number 13 signifies that female ascended masters and goddesses are assisting you in staying positive this week. And let's see. So I'm going to go on here. So this opposing of these at 13 degrees creates quite a polarity that highlights the tension and harmony between stability and transformation. This moon is being known as the beaver moon or the frost moon. It's the brightest full moon of 2025, and it amplifies the themes of grounding, release, and rebirth. The earthy Taurus moon craves security and sensuality, while the watery Scorpio sun dives into emotional depths, power dynamics, and intimacy. So together, these energies invite us to examine where we've built perhaps false securities and reclaim our authentic power, our alignment within. So I wanted to go on into the other more specific energies that these are about. So that the Taurus emphasizes building secure foundations through self-worth and material comforts, feeling comfortable in your body, while Scorpio pushes for shedding anything outdated, the attachments, and to evolve. And so you might feel that the need to release then what no longer nourishes you and find something that does nourish you, right? And the energies of abundance and gratitude come up a lot now too, urging us to recognize and receive rewards from our past efforts. So Taurus highlights personal resources and self-value, whereas Scorpio is very intense with earthy prosperity, and a reminder to cultivate thankfulness for what's already blooming. Then there is, if you're doing inner work, we'll take a look at the inner work here. The Scorpio sun illuminates where we've surrendered power, like through relationships, finances, or self-doubt, where we said yes when we meant no, or when we followed when we knew we should have taken the lead, things like that. And so the Taurus moon then asks if we truly trust ourselves and if we trust life and that the universe is always working in our favor. So we can look into the subconscious patterns we have and see where our strengths are and where we're feeling that resistance that we can release then. And there's energies concerning intimacy and nourishment and sensuality, about feeling into your body and the giving yourself some small or big luxuries, blending Taurus's love of pleasure and the body with Scorpio's depth. So this energy heightens our desires for emotional and physical connection. And in the meantime, in doing so, it brings up vulnerabilities, feelings of sexuality, and things we can do for self-care, for our healing and finding balance. Then there's energies concerning financial balance as well. This Taurus and Scorpio opposition activates money patterns and personal earnings, the thoughts of those or your patterns of those versus shared investments that you do in conjunction with, say, your partner or a business partner, or that maybe that you're doing for someone else or for your work. And so it reveals an imbalances of feelings of lack, right? Of whether you feel you have enough, or equality, perhaps not lack, but where you feel wanting you to have that equality of having versus feeling that you don't have it. So that would be lack showing up. So, and perhaps it's very real. Lack doesn't have to be bad. It's good to realize when there actually is lack or when you're feeling that, and then work with those energies and see what's underneath, right? So expect culminations like job shifts, perhaps, or investment shifts, or revelations about your worth. And perhaps a call to honor your value without clinging to the things that are no longer serving you. And one more of these energies I wanted to talk about was your self-trust or inner authenticity or alignment. So with Scorpio's really probing intensity, and Taurus grounding us in simple calm and body wisdom, this full moon fosters a methodical process to shed complacency, to align your actions with your highest good. And this is especially strong for people that have the sun signs that are related to this week, like Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And perhaps it does double accounting for me because I'm both a moon in Scorpio and a sun in Aquarius. And so these energies will peak from starting today through the 10th and potentially feeling heavier on Thursday due to the supermoon's proximity to Earth. But they help clarify what's real and nourishing for us, help us step into more alignment with between our emotions and our body. And so before we do the tuning, I wanted to read some helpful hints to help lean into this energy, things you could do that will help encourage these shifts that the energies will be bringing up. And again, not everybody will feel these as strongly, and it depends on your sun sign and your stars that you were born under and how those are all interacting. So we're going to talk about helpful hints that you might do that could help you this week in processing extra intenseness you may feel, or this dynamic between transformation and calm. And so Taurus, being an earth sign, is deeply connected to the tissues: touch, taste, smell, sound, and sight. So under this moon, take time to return to the anchors of your physical world, the things you really enjoy, take time to touch soft fabrics, or really smell the earth, the scent of the dirt, the warmth of food that's prepared with love. Each action where you consciously are feeling into your senses brings you back in your body and helps dissolve tension that stress has built up. So let your body teach you what your mind has been too busy to hear, right? And another one tip, the moon's message is about slowing down. It's about calming, grounding, getting out of fight or flight. And so you can't push yourself at full speed without consequences. So it encourages you to step back and ask yourself what truly restores your peace. Perhaps each day you want to take time for that cup of tea while everything is quiet in your house, or exercise, or a morning walk before your family wakes up, or smelling flowers, or anything, maybe just a beautiful moment of joy that you can share with your family each day. Maybe it's a walk in the moonlight. So these acts of calm this week especially are not luxuries, they are medicine for your spirit. So in your home and in your heart, create those spaces that feel safe and help you be restored. Perhaps you would feel like lighting candles, playing soft music, having a window open for fresh air, bringing comfort that can hold you, that you feel held in your body and comforted. And so the full moon is an invitation to cultivate building daily habits that refill you rather than drain you. And when you make this daily piece of practice, it begins to ripple through every part of your life. So let the full moon bring your emotions back into harmony. And so another tip could be to start a daily ritual of listing on paper, or even in your mind, 3 things that you're thankful for to help ground you in gratitude and it brings your awareness to the physical luxuries, again, the physical things. And it might not be just physical. It could be, the synchronicities that the universe brings for you. Another tip that you might do is, like, to help you ground, walking barefoot if it's not too cold where you live, gardening, or perhaps a hot bath with lavender bath salts, or with, lavender bath salts. That's my favorite, but there's many others that are really good. And these things for self-care, like barefoot or gardening, try to do at least 10 to 15 minutes a day to help bring that calm. And then if you're one that likes to journal, or if you find journal helpful, perhaps journal about a prompt like this, like, where have I given away my power? Or what would my highest self choose? Or what does my spirit want? And then pair Taurus's steadiness by affirming your worth out loud. I am worth more than all the money in the world. It's one of my favorite ones. I am worth taking time for luxuries. Something that help you, or something that would help set the boundaries in relationships or finances, whatever you're dealing with that day, could be your affirmation. Another tip could be to finish up any projects that aren't quite done, that you just have little bits to finish it that you never seem to get around to, or decluttering things in your home. So under the full moon, then you could also release attachments, or this inner healing. You could make a list on paper and then burn it in a safe place outdoors to symbolize that release. Another one is perhaps if with your partner, for the sensual or sexuality energies this week, explore deeper connections in conversation, or share your sensory experiences with each other. Perhaps have a candlelight meal to do that, so you're experiencing those senses as you're sharing about those sensory experiences during the week. Or if you want to prefer to do it by yourself, or don't have a partner at this time, then try some tantric or deep breathing to help blend in Taurus's pleasure with Scorpio's passion, just enhancing your self-trust and attracting more empowering bonds. Just avoid jealousy by focusing on your own evolution, instead of feeling that there's a competition of any kind. And one last one would be to, on setting more boundaries, is to say no. If you look into the things in your life, and if you do feel the imbalances where, say, your partner or another one you work with, or your business partner, if there really is an imbalance, or that you feel there is in certain areas, then to speak about that, to say no. A good crystal for this week is the black tourmaline for grounding. And for a release, I'm going to add one more thing I just learned about. It was a Facebook post that I saw, and I can't remember right off who it was who posted it. So I apologize for that. I can't give them credit. But it was talking about for how our breasts, and I'm sure that it's especially women, but it would also be men too, to how our breast tissue stores emotions. And it was providing a ritual of touching your breasts and encircling them this week, with the intention and speaking to encouraging those tissues that you want to release, that you didn't mean for them to store everything. And, words like that might come to your mind that can help start release some of that stress that our body holds. And so with that, we'll stop there on the moon energy and we'll do our tuning for today to help incorporate us and help integrate with these moon energies so we can more fully adapt to this tension between the Taurus and Scorpio, between the sun and the moon energies, between bringing calm and that intense emotion, between emotions and your body, and how our ancestors may have had this too, and maybe it was very strong at times in their life, and then we inherited it, and it got passed down through generations. And so we will bring some healing today for that. I'm going to put my strike pad up here. And I'm going to use the 432 to start with. Letting the tone die out. More energy's clearing there. Now we're going to dig in with the 528 and the 417 together. Shikaya manani haladi shi halamani ani haladi shi kaya mani ho hadi halamani ho ladi ho ladi ho anamani ani anamani ani anani ho anamani ho Anamani ho, anamani ho, lani amani ho, lani amani ho, lani amani ho, lani amani ho. Hi, Monica, Shikaya, Namani, Hanamani, Lanadi, Shikaya, Namani, Hanamani, Anio, Hanamani, Anio. using the weighted fork. Oh, la-di-o, la-di-o, la-di-o. So the small forks dug into our emotions, the stored emotions in our bodies, in our minds, in our biofield. This is bringing more grounding. Oh, la-di-o, la-di-o, la-di-o. And I just feel a really strong presence of the ancestors, and I'm clearing for them right now. I'm holding them in our thoughts. Our willingness to help is felt as love. Often I find the ancestors, the ancestor who started the whatever unhelpful pattern of fear or sadness or whatever that unhelpful pattern was in your life, the ancestor that started that feels so badly when they come through. They're just so sad that they caused that for everyone, and are so glad to have it lifted from them and cleared. That's kind of the feeling I have right now. Just that desire for them to clear of these unhelpful patterns within us. Just honoring their lives with gratitude and appreciation. Holding that space for ourselves too. Gratitude and appreciation for ourselves. And I'm tuning now for the day ahead or for this week to clear a path ahead of you. I guess wherever each of you will go this day or this week in your thoughts as well as in your body, clearing the pathway, just tuning it ahead of time to bring harmony between this tension of Taurus and Scorpio, to bring alignment, to bring harmony in your life, to help bring to your awareness when you're feeling these energies, and so that you have that awareness of them that will help but clear, and this energy here that we're tuning to help bring that awareness, and also to help clear what needs to be cleared, to help bring comfort and grounding to your body, into your heart, into your mind. And so I'll close here with figure eights to bring harmony and communication to all your energy systems. Just calming, clearing a pathway from your energy, from each of our energies to the universe, to give and receive as needed. And then I will you hold an intention for your week, and I will amplify that intention as I seal up your energy, protect your energy, zip it up from toe to crown, and connect your ascending flow with the joy of those in the oneness. With our ancestors and angels there. And open the way to receive more of their guidance, both in following our passions and releasing what needs to be released and expressing our own passions and desires, and finding that harmony and comfort in our bodies. And one more thought here. This totally is just, I'm just being guided in this about what I'm going to start doing each podcast here. This is episode 111. And I'll be reading again from the angel numbers, some guidance for 111. This number brings you the urgent message that your thoughts are manifesting instantly. So keep your mindset focused upon your desires. Give any fearful thoughts to heaven to be transmuted. All right. Thank you all. I'll hopefully join me tonight for the Oracle card reading to give some help and guidance for the month of November. And then Wednesday evening, it'll be at 4 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday will be the Old World Energy Grid tuning, where friends will be joining me and we'll hold those intentions. And I hope you can join us too to hold those intentions to restore the ancient grid that connects us all. Bye.